Sports College Football. Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. They challenge this crowd to bring the energy, and I'd say they're doing that. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Brings into the open. It's a fumble on the play. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes.
And that's kind of a kick to the gut because you think, oh, how can I get this game started conservatively, not turn the ball over, get the positive momentum, get that first hit out. And the first carry, your running back sticks it on the floor. Defense recovers. That is not the start you drew up.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Great spot to attack there, right off the turnover, try to strike and keep them reeling.
Absolutely. Coaching 101, sudden change. When you create a turnover and you get the ball back on offense, attack, attack, attack. Use the momentum, try to make a big play.
Out of the gun to give to the back. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Keep it on the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it fly. Intercepted. Big play, stops the drive. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
QBs have to understand, when I'm throwing against zones, I got to manipulate guys with my eyes. I might have to look one direction to create an opening to throw that ball or zip that ball in. I got to use.
Got some room to run. The 40. Running inside the 20. Touchdown Gators. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
Well, I know it's a very small sample size, and we've got a lot of football to go this year, but what can you say about this offense? How explosive and impressive they look. Top 5 in the nation in scoring, and you can see why. They've got speed and playmakers all over the field.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes that Alabama offense. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
And you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn.
Turning it on! And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field. What a big gain for the offense.
Let's talk about Alabama. At some point, with all of the transfer portal talk and guys going in and out, you can score one for continuity with this ball club, can't you, David?
That means your system and your culture is working, because these guys so often are just going for the next opportunity, the next bag of money. Nice job. They kept their guys that they recruited, that they love.
Yeah, it sounds so cliche, but these players really have bought in to this coaching staff and the message and what they're preaching. They all believe they could do something very special this season.
The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. The option look. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this, in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
Fires to the middle. A strike downfield. And he makes a grab. Defense draped all over him, and it's 1st and goal at the 9. Just moments ago, Alabama was feeling the shadow of its own goalpost, and now the Tide generating momentum. A 1st down run in the red zone. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Now on 2nd and goal. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quarterback keeper. And he'll get this one back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that. They've pushed it forward down to the 5, but now looking at 3rd and goal. Might be calling a hot route. Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. Fires into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Man, they just couldn't find a hole. Down in the red zone, the field shrinks. So much harder to complete those passes, but 4th and short. Now, decision time, baby.
Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. Just drives it between the uprights. That'll bring him to within 4. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Penn State handled its business today away from home. What a thorough beatdown. And what poise this generally young team showed. I think even other coaches will point to this one as what's possible. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. And some room to work. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
They'll go right back to the run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
You just need more from your offensive line. 2nd and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up 3rd down. This offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Hard running there. And he needed 1 yard, and he didn't get it. The defense won the battle up front. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. They'll try to convert from the Wildcat. Snap to the back. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
Man, 1st half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
A lot of times you see those receivers, as soon as they get by the DBs, you know, that hand goes straight up in the air. I got him. I got to step on him. He got to step on him. And the ball was thrown perfectly out in front. You can see he runs underneath it, gets it, and gets the long touchdown on the go route.
And he's coming out of the end zone. This guy is so dangerous. The excellent vision to find a lane and get it out and set up the offense with good field position. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. Oh, it's picked off. A rare mistake from this guy. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
Not all guys have the ability to break on the football, go make a play, and catch it. You know, you play defense for a reason. A lot of wide receivers are the ones that do most of the catching. Great job by the defense securing the INT.
Looking downfield on first down. Wide open downfield. This senior shows some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
They'll go to the ground. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. And we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The Crimson Tide with a second down to open play here in the quarter. A run for the quarterback. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
You start with this kind of field position. If you have to settle for a field goal attempt, demoralizing. Third down coming up. Little over anxious out of the stands early, and it's a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They're facing a third down. Might be changing the route. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. He's got it. He gets it close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
Well, it's a nice job tackling on defense. I know one guy missed, but you saw the effort. Other guys coming and flying to the football. They knew how big that third down was. They had to get the stop to give themselves a chance to now get off the field.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Now on fourth down and 5, they'll try to move the chains.
Okay, ready?
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Looking to the end zone. It's incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on fourth down, and I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on fourth down for those types of situations, and you know all week against the scout team.
There he goes. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. The Gators want to pick up the tempo. They'll ride the hot hand. Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1.
And you want to run the football, and that's okay. He'll take some of these, but if they start to add them down the road, obviously you might want to think about airing it out.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Running to the left. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
They have just not been able to get this guy into a rhythm so far in this game. I know it's still the first half, but there's been nothing going for him like we just saw in that last run. He's an outstanding talent. You may have to start thinking about throwing him the football, getting him out in the perimeter in space to let him go to work. He's got to touch the ball for you to come back in this game. Right now, running it, though, very difficult.
Here comes the heat. Incomplete as the screen goes right through his hands, and it'll be fourth down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
He's got it. No chance for any kind of return there. They were all over him as soon as he caught the football. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Boy, that last drive, they had a chance to put 3 on the board and passed. This one needs to be productive, David.
Yeah, I got no problem with aggressiveness. It was a pretty...
He's going for a big play downfield. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play doesn't feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
The Tide with the 1st and 10.
Well, we know this guy is special. And because of that, his quarterback...
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Takes it the other way. Touchdown, Florida! The defense takes matters into its own hands.
He made that look a lot easier than it is. When you break on a football, you got to see it and go at the perfect angle. The free safety leaves his spot, goes and gets it, and then does the hard part, takes it back to the house for 6.
This is ultra-aggressive. Still in the first half, got the lead and going for the onside kick.
Well, it's one thing to be aggressive. It's another thing to be greedy, and that's what they're doing now. They've got the lead, and they're like, no, we're still going to go onside, kick this thing, and try to maintain possession and just not give you the ball back. And that's exactly what they did. They go out, they execute, they have it, and they're trying to add insult to injury.
To the ground with the back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Makes the grab. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So that penalty is going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's 2nd down. Now on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Got his man downfield. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on 3rd down.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Into the end zone. Touchdown, Gators!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Skips away from pressure. Rolling, throwing, looking right. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line. One big play can really flip the script of a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just outside the 30. Quarterback making checks. To the air on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Sampson.
Man, this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for me.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line. Warp speed for 2nd down. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. The offense cashing it in on that drive.
That's exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this 2nd half.
Let's see if he can make a play on the return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the 1st half. Wants to throw on 1st down. It's complete. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. The Gators will hustle to the line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Gets it to him on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Complete and looking for enough for the 1st down. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. And the Gators send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. Slips through the line. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. He wants to change this route. Bring in the heat. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Gators will kick it away to crank up the 2nd half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. that Alabama offense. A big reason they find themselves trailing to start the second half, those 2 turnovers in the first.
Yeah, and I think coaches will tell you the number one thing that you got to make sure you do is take care of the football. You want to create explosives, you want to put up a bunch of yards, but step one, Jesse, taking care of the football.
And it just goes to show you how critical those mistakes are. Only 2 plays. That's really what separates this team from potentially having the lead. If they clean up the errors, they've got a chance to win this game.
Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. Back to pass. The quick out. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. Precision, execution, and timing to pick up the first down on the out route.
I think you're spot on. Those out routes, man, it's got to be about timing. You got to throw that football before he breaks. Nice job seeing it. Short yard situation, throwing the ball on the money so the receiver can get upfield and get the first down.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. The offense changing the play. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got a man. Oh, he's got some space. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Throws for the tight end. Oh, he should have had that one right in his hands, and he couldn't hang on. Typically, he makes that play. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, the defense just did the quarterback a massive favor. That's the nicest thing they've done to him all game. They've already picked him off twice. That should have been number 3.
And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. Still on his feet. He'll finally go out of bounds, but he was showing off all the skills after that interception. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Starts a drive, trying to go up top. Took a shot as he threw. He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. And now on 2nd down for this offense. They go to the ground. Still running at the 40. Flying out to the left. Touchdown, Florida. Once he got some room, it was over.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that, and he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners. When he kicked it in gear, he got the long touchdown.
They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed him for the big play in the running game. 1 snap, 1 touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They were on the move the last time they had it. Unfortunately, an interception ruined that threat. Now to see if they can put something together and have it pay off in points.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long, different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there, but on that play...
He hurls one deep down the left side. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
Slings it. And the deflection on third down. How big is that? Forces a fourth down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming, so I can have more success.
Got to punt.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Hand off from the shotgun. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
Offensive players, when they got the ball, man, they're trying to make plays, right? Trying to make you miss. There's nothing better than closing that gap and sticking that head right in that guy's chest and causing a fumble.
He wants to start this drive with a pass. Snagged out of the air. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving forward just a few. Backed up now, here's second and long. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Gonna swing it on second down. He's got an open man. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. And he has a solid game before the defense models him up. If you don't tip the scales at 3 bills, stay on the sidelines. Big boys in the goal line D. They got him to jump. The defense got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a first down. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Let's go. They'll run the quarterback sneak. And I don't think he got in. Those big bodies up front just creating a wall at the goal line.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. Hey, no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Off the play fake. Touchdown, Bama! Fit it in the window for the score.
Yeah, I love the little play-action fake. You get inside the 5, you're thinking run as a defense, come up, be physical, and they slip those guys right behind you, throw it over the top of you. Man, those are tough to defend. Nice little play action by this offense.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Wyoming is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about in Laramie for some time. They're up 14 over Middle Tennessee. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Takes the easy throw in the flat. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The Gators are in the hurry up. Wants to go up top. Flips it out in the flat. Breaks into the open. Defense swarming on that loose ball. Turnover.
You've got to have better ball security on offense. The football possession, that is priceless. Losing possession, turning the ball over, that kills you in games, that loses games, and that is a bad, bad play at a bad time.
Looking to throw on first down. Lets it fly deep downfield. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
I know the offense came into this game expecting to have some success throwing the football, and right after getting a takeaway right outside of the red zone, they try to do just that. The one-on-one matchups are going to be there in this game. That time, though, the defense did a better job making the play, forcing the incompletion.
This QB has had a lot of success all day long, throwing for so many touchdowns, looking very comfortable. Finally, the defense gets to him. Finally, the defense gets a win. They needed something to go their way. Got to start getting some more hits on this guy.
And the last thing they need is to squander this great field position facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. The throw to the outside is complete. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. The Crimson Tide snaps it from the red zone. On the move. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. And we've reached the end of the 3rd, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Here we go, here we go. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. Crimson Tide now has it on 2nd down as we open the final period. Running back searching for a hole. And he'll be brought down. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can't pick up the first without scoring. Wants to adjust the pattern. Okay, ready? Trail. They'll try to get it through the air. Steps away. Touchdown Tide! They move on top here in the 4th.
That is complimentary football at its finest. The defense gets the turnover. The offense punctuates it, uses it to their advantage, takes the lead late in the football game. Now that defense that just gave you a good stop, they need another one for you.
Looking to throw. Oh, they're after him. Incomplete on the 2-point try. They tried to push this lead out to a field goal. They'll have to settle for holding a 1-point lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Give to the back. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll give it to him again. Knocked down behind the line. Boy, he powered through one tackler, but there were more there to greet him. And the Gators moving quickly to the line.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if the offense was going to be able to dig themselves out of this hole, but on 2nd in California, they dial up the running play, now setting up 3rd and short.
To the ground, looking for the marker. Turning it on.
And 3rd and 1, you know they're running the football. It's just a matter of who's getting it and where they're going. But this offense, it really didn't matter. Nice job up front, nice execution, picking up not only the one, making it an even bigger play and getting the first down.
The Gators are moving quickly down the field. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll set up to throw. They'll run the screen. He makes the stop, but a nice pickup there on first down. Leaves them in 2nd and manageable. Sensing that his defense needs some help. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short.
I understand they're trying to catch the defense off guard by running the football, expecting them to be in some kind of zone coverage, but you're trailing late in the game. You're going to have to throw to win it, and that's what I'd expect them to do on this next play.
Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. He gives them a fresh set of downs, and this one will be 1st and goal from the 6.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
Already in prime field goal position, but they would love to score a touchdown to take the lead. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
And down here near the goal line, you've got to be physical, and this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know the defense is going to be keying him too, right? Because he's hurting them a little bit in this game already. They're going to be finding a way to try to get some penetration, anticipating this guy to touch it again.
They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. Offense will use a timeout with 28 ticks remaining. Looking to convert, they'll go to the Wildcat. Back has it. He's stopped right there, short of the first down, and this defense trying to preserve the lead.
And you got to bang a timeout right here. You've got 2 left. After running the football, save as many seconds as you can to give yourself an opportunity to come back and win this game.
Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. So now we'll line up for one of the biggest kicks of this game. There is no doubt, at this point in the game, this crowd knows how big this kick could be. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And with that, they've taken the lead.